Want to turn arguments into productive discussions? Here's how facilitation makes all the difference. I'm sure you've been there in an argument, heat of the moment, you say something that you might later regret, but in the moment it's absolutely what you want to say. And what happens? Well, it escalates because tit for tat, you're arguing, I'm going to argue back, we get aggressive, we say things. Right? It slowly escalates up a scale. What may have started off as a minor disagreement is potentially us going out to not win the argument anymore, but just damage you. Hopefully, you've not experienced that. Hopefully, you have some mild disagreements and then everybody works it through. But in your career, you're likely to end up in situations of escalating conflict where people have an idea, they have an opinion, and they're locked in and they're creating sides around them. People do it for all sorts of reasons. Okay? But a great way through is, as a facilitator, helping raise it, being aware of where we are, using a structured framework, something like Glasswell's model of conflict resolution, right? Understanding where we are, and then what are the interventions? What's appropriate in this place? Does it just need to get the two parties in the room, calm those emotions back down and let them have a grown-up conversation? Do we need to split them into different rooms because they can't even face each other anymore? Do we need to pull in a senior leader, somebody from higher up in the organization, to just make a decision and overrule everything? There are lots and lots of ways of approaching it. And depending on how we are as a team, wherever we are in this argument, this conflict, some will be too heavy-handed. Some may not be heavy-handed enough. Knowing what's right at any one time is a skill. And it's one that we need to practice. And because we need to practice, we are going to get it wrong. I have to tell you that one. But we do need to try it out. We need to try things out and see what happens, not only with our teams, but in safe places to try this out, okay? Find out how people respond, people who aren't necessarily going to throw a chair at you, but are part of the learning with you. The Growing Scrum Masters Apprenticeship Program is about that. How do we turn arguments into productive discussions? How do we de-escalate in a way that allows everybody to walk away having saved face, believing that the answer, the compromise, the agreement, whatever it may be, works for them? This is the role of a facilitator at this point in time, finding a way forward. How do we move forwards together as a team?